Hi, my name is Chris, and we're here at the 2018 LA Auto Show, where we're going to play a game of Budget or Baller. And we're going to have male and female opinions on what cars we think you should get if you're on a budget or you're balling out. So check this out. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great day at the LA Auto Show. All right, we are here at Subaru, and I'm going to start off with my commentary. I like Subaru, although they are ugly as just buttholes. I mean, they're like so uncool that they're cool. It's like the hipster equivalent, I feel like, or something like that. Yeah, they are actually exceptionally well built. People don't know this, but the type of metal they use is actually specific. So the chassis are strong, they survive really well in accidents, and they actually have the same engine configuration as Porsche's. It's a boxer engine, so it's lower center of gravity. They perform really, really well. So for that, I think they're incredible budget cars. Like I said, ugly as all hell, but awesome cars, I think.
I agree, Chris. The Subaru Crosstrek in particular is phenomenal. And when I say phenomenal, for a car that's 21,000.
Not just phenom.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Subaru brand, but I think if you're a family starting off and you're on a tight budget, this SUV right here will definitely do the job. And not only that, but Subaru apparently have given away over 140 million to charities across America, so I think as a brand they're doing really well.
I would say from personal experience, seeing all the new Subarus that are out right now, my old Subaru was dated back about 30 years, which is pretty insane. But sitting in the car, it kind of has some of the newer features similar to Volkswagen and Toyota. I'm impressed with the way it's been overall renovated. I think that on a budget, it's a great car, and they last forever.
Well, I don't have much opinion about Subarus. Yes, I know that they have very nice performance, but as a driver, I'm a very calm driver. I would never go and do donuts, probably, unless it's in a desert or something, or for a video shoot, something like that. But I'm very calm and chill on the road, so that's why, for me, how it looks, I guess.
It doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me, honestly. Yeah, so.
I'll just echo Chris, and I agree that they may not look very pretty, but they do have good features for someone who wants to experience some sporty drive. And a lot of my friends who maybe don't have as much of budget for some luxurious sport car, they probably, all of them, at least once had a Subaru.
So I think would everyone agree that if you saw someone driving a Subaru, you would say that's a reliable person?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that what we would say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go check out some more cars. All right, so we're here at Hyundai, and we've all taken a look around at all the Hyundais. Now, Hyundai used to be sort of like this, it was definitely not an upmarket brand, but now they have so many new vehicles out. Let's get some opinions on if you're on a budget or you're balling out, would you get one of these? You want to start?
I will. So, I mean, for me personally, I would say if I was on a budget, which I always am, the Hyundai Elantra would be my car of choice. I've driven it before when I've done rentals. It's great on gas, it's a smooth ride, and just the sleek look that they put to it this year is, you really can't match it from me.
So I actually really like this one right here, the SUVs. The first thing I love about it is the fact that it's called the Palisade, so I feel like I'm like living in the Palisades, even though I might not be. And it's got this grille that just says like, I mean, we'll get a shot of it in a second here, but it looks like it's going to eat you alive. It's got these diamond stitch seats. I think it's awesome, and they said it's going to start around $30,000, which on a budget, I think that's an awesome car. So what about you?
I'm kind of stuck between the SUV. I don't have a family, but if I had a family, 100% that's the car that I would go for.
You'd be ready for it right away.
Ready for it. School runs, road trips, that is the car to go for. But guys, right to my right is the fabulous Sport Le Rouge. 100% down, this is the car to beat. It's just so slick, so smooth. Just check it out, it's right here. It's like, it doesn't even seem real. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, and that's the one I'm going for.
I'm going to assume this one is going to be a baller car just looking at it. Yeah, it's going to be very expensive. So, and what about you?
So I actually did own a Hyundai Santa Fe, and honestly, when I was thinking of switching the car and I was just driving up other cars like Lexus, different cars in like SUV class, Hyundai beat everything anything else, and it was super comfortable to drive, super easy, nice budget. So I actually think Hyundai is doing pretty well. And yes, this one is really the best one here.
Exactly.
Hopefully soon it's going to be on the roads. Low budget. We'll get this one.
So it really sounds like Hyundai has made sort of a lot of headway in the last 5 to 10 years, and they have some really awesome cars. So I guess we found some that if you're balling, you have one of these, or if you're on a budget, there's quite a few options. Let's check out another manufacturer. So Christina here is actually doing some engine service on this TRD AE86 model. What's wrong with the car?
I would say that there's a few things that need adjusting, but nothing essentially.
It's actually really complicated looking in here, I'm not gonna lie.
Check out this door. Oh my God, it's like the magic door. Wow, how cute is that? So if you're in between, you don't have a family yet, but you like the SUV, I actually think this is perfect. I have a driver, I have a passenger inside. Wow. Okay, I'm already in love, guys. This is it. This is the one for me. Okay, so this is, I wouldn't say this is a baller car, but this is, if you're on a budget, you may be starting off with a small family, this is absolutely ideal. I can already tell it's gonna be a smooth ride, guys. I better go. Bye.
All right, we're here at Toyota, where we've all had a chance to go walk around and take a look at everything that they have to offer this year. Let's start on this side and let's hear what you have to say about it.
All right, so I don't like to imagine that I'm on a budget. I like to imagine that I'm balling out. So
Yeah, we all like to imagine
right?
that, yeah.
There's a car over there, the name 86, you told me. Yes.
Yeah,
so,
the 8086 is actually, they redid this from the 80s. It's a very famous track car because it's really good for sliding and it's fun to drive.
donuts, amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
And when I sat inside, it fits just perfectly. Everyone before me, they were complaining because they had like bigger complexion, but it just
You're
fits
so politically
perfectly.
correct. Bigger complexion. All right.
True though, I loved it. I would get that one.
Okay. So for me, I'm kind of going to be the Grinch here, and I don't think I would buy anything from Toyota. It's just too utilitarian, and I'd probably go with a Hyundai before I went with a Toyota. So budget or baller, I don't think I'd take anything from this place.
I mean, for me overall, Toyota's a great brand. Toyota was my first car. Looking at what they've done now this year, it seems like they're going for a real like modernistic twist. It almost seems like Legos kind of like incorporated into the structure and the design. Great car for family. For me personally, if I was on a budget, definitely. I always am. But for me, going with that, I would go with a Hyundai for sure, just because I think it drives smoother, and I like the look. It's a lot more sleek, but great cars overall.
All right, you heard it here first. Toyota is not a first choice for a lot of people here. Let's go on to the next manufacturer.
So I don't know much about Maseratis, but this car to me is super sexy. The red color, black leather and red stitches, what can be sexier than that? And of course having a convertible, I think it's the best for LA because you can drive along the ocean side, have wind blowing in your hair, you're in the Maserati, everything is great. I don't know about the price, I'm pretty sure I cannot afford this right now.
I think it's very classy, it's very beautiful. As she said, red and black, looks amazing. Yeah, if you want to pick up girls, that's the choice, trust me. But I also think that it's not very comfortable if you're not single or if you're planning to have kids. Definitely this would not be a choice for you. Maserati has always been my dream car, and hopefully one day I'm gonna own one of these. Yeah.
We're here at Maserati, and we've taken a look at everything they have here. They really don't have a ton of cars. They have basically a small sedan, a larger sedan, a coupe, and an SUV. I'm going to give my opinions first. I think if you're on a budget, Maserati is actually, and I know budget and Maserati don't really go hand in hand normally, but I think they do in this case because they are leasing this car for like $150 a month. They'll pay your down payment. You get to drive a car with a Ferrari engine for the price of maybe like a BMW 3 Series. So I love that if you're on a quote-unquote budget of $400 or $500 a month on a lease. Let's hear some more opinions.
Well, I think you should not take Maserati if you're on a budget, because even if you're taking the lowest price Maserati, still if something breaks down, you have to spend a lot of money on fixing it, because Maserati is still Maserati. But if you can afford it, then definitely should be a choice, because it's classy, it's beautiful. I love the shapes, so smooth, and I just know, for me it looks gorgeous. Actually, all of them. Even though I'm not a fan of SUVs of Maseratis, they look beautiful.
For me, I would say definitely sticking to the Italian roots, the Italian-made car. The Maserati is a beautiful car. It says everything when you see it rolling down the street, but for me, I personally don't like the look of it. It probably drives like, you know, like glass, but I think if I had the choice and I was balling out, I wouldn't go for this car.
I think I'm noticing like a commonality for women. It's like if it's glass or smooth, like that's what women want a car to drive like, which is like you basically want like Aladdin's like magic carpet is what this sounds like. So
well, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go on to another manufacturer and check out some other vehicles.